get there, I just want to talk about an observation I have made. It is very troubling. Unemployment is becoming a problem. Youth unemployment is a problem. And part of the campaign that was done in 2024 was to solve that problem. The NDC was clear, pushed a clear narrative that they were going to solve the problem. But today, it is worse. Unfortunately, it is worse. And my hope that this can be fixed is in the agri sector. But, you know, because he mentioned the budget, I was looking at the budget.
What data are you working with? When you say it's worse today, what data are you working with?
I'm working with real-life data that you see out there. I don't think you need data.
That's anecdotal, isn't it?
That's anecdotal. That is real.
Is that a scientific or anecdotal?
Forget, what is scientific? Scientific is a representation. Hold on. I'm coming. Just relax.
Yes.
I'm talking to you about what people are going through. You are talking to me about scientific. This morning on my way here, 8 able-bodied young men were standing at the intersection with shovels in their hands trying to collect money.
It's always been there.
I'm saying that it's 8 this morning.
8. Okay.
I imagine the other places.
As against what? As against what used to be the past?
Look, the lives and hopes of those young people, 8 people, is enough to make a point. You can want 1 million.
No, we want.
But I mean,
we want to compare.
Moro,
because you said it's gotten worse.
You don't need to compare. I'm talking about reality. Compared to what?
Is this gotten worse?
Yes.
Worse is a comparative.
But they made a point in 2024 that the situation in the country was where they were coming to.
We asked them the same question.
But I'm saying that they said unemployment was bad.
Yes.
They were coming to fix it. And Ghanaians voted for them. And they have come, and more people are on the streets.
Okay. And that's why I asked you, when you say more, as against what? Compared to what?
Also, you haven't seen it?
I've seen them too.
Okay, so if you have seen it, I'm saying it. Just let's have the conversation.
I was going to say, last year or 2 years, 3 years, there was, you see, say 2, 3 people. Today it's 8.
It is
then
absolutely, Moro, absolutely irrelevant.
Okay.
To be referring me to yesterday.
No, you
when
said
people are hungry yesterday.
I'm asking
those who, hold on. Those who were hungry.
What circumstance you ask? You said it's gotten worse. So
why are you belaboring that it's gotten worse? Talk about it now. What is... No. If it's gotten worse, it means we have a bad situation.
Yes.
You going back to talk about what it was yesterday does not solve the problem of the people who are... So let's talk about today. Why are you talking about yesterday when we...
Richard,
you don't have too much time. And very soon now...
You said worse.
Moro.
What are the numbers? What was the numbers before? What are the numbers now?
Moro, you can get hung up on worse or what. I'm telling you, if you don't admit it, the reality is out there.
I admit that we have an
unemployment situation. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Once you use worse, I have a responsibility to ask you, Richard, worse as compared to what? If you don't have the numbers, you can make progress.
As compared to what they were saying in 2024.
No, but you are talking now.
It's
not Fred when you're talking.
Moro.
Okay, let's make progress. You don't want to share any figures with me, so it's okay. Let's make progress.
I am talking to you about people's experience.
Yes. We know that. Okay. They don't have a job. They are home. They are complaining.
And they said they were coming to solve that problem.
Yes.
And I'm telling you that today there's more people on the streets. There are more people.
How do you tell?
You just told me that you see them too. So
yes.
what question are you asking me?
No, so I see human
Moro,
beings.
let me not argue with you. I'm here to...
But has it gotten worse? And how do we arrive at the conclusion it's gotten worse? It's a simple question. I'm surprised. You are very good at answering questions, but today...
because you asked me a needless question.
It's not.
A question that you have an answer.
Very, very
no, it's not. It's not.
You see, once you use the word worse, I have to interrogate it.
You have to put me in an English class because this thing that you're doing.
Richard,
I'm just saying.
You save yourself the trouble by saying that.
I don't have any trouble.
You promise to solve.
You just want to make this easy for Fred Agbo.
No,
that's what you are doing. Okay, then let's leave it alone.
Yesterday, you're my very good friend. Here we go. If you said you promised to come and solve the unemployment problem, you haven't solved it, or what is happening? Fair question. But once you use the word worse, I'm sitting here, people are watching. Say, how did Richard arrive at the conclusion it's gotten worse? Then you say, oh, well, because back in the day, I'll see 2, 3 people on the streets. Today, I'm seeing 8 people on the streets.
I've answered your question. I've answered your question. I don't know what you are trying to do.
You haven't.
Are you doing defense? mechanism for Fred.
No,
I don't know.
That. Oh, that's not personalizing.
No problem.
Yeah,
I'm not personalizing. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that the question you are asking is absolutely irrelevant.
Absolutely relevant.
That's
once you use words.
When you have your reflection, hold on.
How do you mean?
Moro, when you have
what was it before and what was it now? Absolutely relevant.
You know what is disingenuous in your posturing?
Yes.
Is that you yourself told me that you've been seeing people.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. But you have not spoken about it. Hold on.
48 years. I've been seeing people in the last 30 years.
No problem. Just calm down.
So I'm saying it's not new.
Oh, it's not new.
Oh, it's not new to see people on the streets.
It's not new.
Where you and I need to be worried about more.
Moro, it's not new.
No, it's not new. Oh, okay.
So just hold on. So the point I'm saying is that you say it's not new, but you have not advocated for them. Oh. I am advocating for them. Hold on. But I've come here. Yeah. I've come here. You have not. This morning, at least you haven't. And I'm saying it, and you are just arguing with me instead of
let's shift the goalposts. You've said the matter. You said the thing has gotten worse. And I'm saying that when you say it's gotten worse, what was it before and what was it now? I don't know why we have to beat. Look, let's not belabor the point and litigate.
I don't know if you are the host, you are the NDC rep.
No!
But what I'm trying to tell you,
I am a journalist. I'm supposed to ask you questions.
No. You ask me.
Once you start using holy people, it doesn't help your argument.
No, wait. Now,
it doesn't help your argument.
No, hold on.
It's a simple question. It's a harmless question.
Hold on.
Once you say it's gotten worse,
yes.
How do you mean? Okay, so back in the day, it's anecdotal, but I can take that. Back in the day, maybe when I'm going to work, I see 2 people. Today, I see 10 people. Where the additional 8, where are they from?
Okay.
NBC, sit up because the problem is getting worse.
No problem.
It's as simple as that. We have to litigate about this.
Thank you.
If you don't have the numbers, I don't have the numbers. But I think it's gotten worse. Then we make progress.
Moro, come down.
Oh, you are my friend. Don't do that.
No, but you are taking a certain position that is as though that Fred is not here. You are doing Fred's business.
You have asked me the same question.
No, I won't have asked you. But here, just cool down. I am the political representative here.
Yes.
You are supposed to be a neutral arbiter asking us questions, but you have taken that position, but that's fine.
Oh.
But the question I am going to ask you is this.
Yes.
Implicit in what I have said, if you are doing the journalistic work you want to do, now let's get back to the English you want to get to. Implicit in what I said, that things have gotten worse. I mentioned the number 8. Implicit in that is that it wasn't 8 yesterday.
Okay.
If you weren't here to do politics, you would have just listened to that and deduced. But then you are doing politics, Moro. That's what you're doing.
Every journalist.
Hold on. Now that's what we're coming. Hold on. Calm down.
Whether they are partisan or not is another matter.
Calm down.
Just
calm down. You are not yelling. Calm down. The point I'm making to you is that if you are paying attention and not being partisan about what it is, I'm saying to you that I don't have a prejudice. You have a problem with prejudice.
No.
I am clear.
It's a harmless question I asked Richard.
No, it's not a harmless question. It's a calculated question.
How
you are asking that question? Hold on, Moro.
Richard,
when
somebody sits on your platform and the person said something has gotten worse.
You are going to make this a banter between you and I, and I'm quite ready. Moro, here is the point I'm making to you. Implicit in me telling you that I've seen 8 people this morning is that there needn't be 8 people on the street, and it wasn't 8 people on the street yesterday. But you sat up here and you want to litigate that because you want to make it look good.
How?
That's what you are doing. So if not, just let me make the point.
No,
it's not innocuous. It's not. I'm telling you, you can assume that because you do it and we don't tell you.
Sacrosanct.
No, please.
Your opinion, it's not sacrosanct. You are entitled.
I am not telling you opinion. I'm telling you reality.
From whose reality?
I mentioned a place. I mentioned a place to you. Atomic. I mentioned a place to you.
No problem.
What is your business?
No, you have seen 8 people.
Yes.
You are asking me to assume that the fact that you've seen 8 people means that yesterday it was 5 or it was less. Today is more. How do you expect me to make that assumption?
Okay, calm down. You yourself said you have been seeing people.
You've been most unfair to me this morning.
No, because it is you that is. You have been partisan, Moro. You have been doing this. You have been partisan. No, you have been partisan.
How?
You are supposed to be neutral.
How?
You are supposed to be neutral. You have been partisan, and you are caught on it. Oh no, I'm not surprising you.
How?
It is you who is surprising because you are supposed to be the host, and you have taken an entrenched position. You understand? I'm ready to go this route with you if that's what you want. But the point is that you are supposed to moderate between me and him. And he has made a point. Hold on, Moro.
Wait for Fred to ask the question.
No, you are asking the question. I was here when Fred was speaking the propaganda. He didn't say a thing. You finished and said we should move on. But hold on. What do you mean? That I said worse?
I said worse. And I said, how did you arrive at the word? How did you arrive And first, the conclusion is it's gone.
And I'm telling you that the arrival is the number that I have mentioned to you, and you have agreed that you've been seeing numbers on the street. I'm saying that there's 8.
What if it was 10? Hold on. What if it was 10? Today is 8.
So you tell me that you saw 10 and today is less.
Because you don't have the numbers.
Told me that. What do you mean I don't have numbers? I gave you a practical number. I'm not quoting statistics to you.
Let's move on.
So you need to make sure that if you are running the program, be neutral.
No problem.
Be neutral. And
no
this
problem.
thing you are yelling up and down to suggest as if that somebody is having an issue with you. No. If you want
what is this thing about neutrality?
You went there. I was just telling you a matter that I've experienced. In a sober way, I'm telling you that today my experience is bad. But you are the one wanting to take a position and make a cheap shot at me. And I'm trying to let you know your position. You are supposed to be a neutral moderator between the two of us. And you have taken a political stance. And I don't think that's fair.
No, go ahead.
Okay? Because when I get up from here, a rep from my party will come and sit here. And if you are being biased, then the conversation looks bad. And create the impression as if government is doing something that is not. So we are here. Hold on.
We get these kinds of things all the time. We're used to it.
Hold on. The point I am making is that
this man, he's been doing this to me every day.
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. He didn't do anything like that. I am trying to tell you that when I have opportunity to talk about what is worrying Ghanaians out there, allow me.
No problem, go ahead.
Fred just talked about people now that his government is not going to be shipping people to go and do houseboy, housegirl outside this country. Okay? Is that what he promised?
If you are quoting me, quote me well.
Isn't that what you said? But you said the military is doing a good job. You said they are doing a good job. Now there will be labor laws that apply to people who are going to be shipped.
Stop this.
That you are quoting Cuba and the rest. So what is this?
Stop this childish thing. I didn't say that.
So what did you say? Say so I can quote you.
What you are doing this morning is very childish. Stop it. Stop it.
You
prepared from the house that you are coming to antagonize the host.
No.
You think that the host will just sit down and be watching you to see whatever you want.
Okay, so is it what I'm saying? The point is that Moro is playing in your corner, so you like it.
Why?
When I made a simple point,
I picked on him on this show before. I picked on him a number of times.
But it's not the first time I'm having a show with the No. Because he was helping you were quiet.
The man asked you a simple question. You said unemployment is worse in our country. He said, give me numbers. You can't just come to a national television and say unemployment is worse. Without any evidence.
No problem.
Because you saw 8 people in the morning. When yesterday 20 people were standing on the road. Because you saw 8 this morning, it became worse. Is that how we judge?
Do you live in this country? Do you live here?
I live in Afghanistan.
No problem. But I live here. Moro, you live in this country. When I asked Moro, does he see the numbers or not? He said he sees them. So your assumption is that unemployment is not bad in this country. Hold on.
Where did you pass this?
Hold on. So you are telling me that unemployment...
Where did you pass this money from here? No, I'm not asking. Where did you pass this money? God is not you. You are the only time I don't pass through a blue kiosk.
Oh my God. You know what you're saying is not right.
It's not right, but what you're doing is right.
I don't drink anyway, just so you know that. But Fred, Fred, no problem. I don't go to blue. But the point I want to make to you is that when I make a point about unemployment, will you tell me unemployment is better in Ghana today?
Look.
Will you say that?
Don't ask more people. If I'm going to talk
but Fred, but you are saying that you want evidence. I'm saying that apart from my evidence, would you say that unemployment is something better?
Are we not able to take to facts, statistics?
What is fact? What is fact when you have evidence?
Which
of
evidence?
People's daily lives?
Your evidence?
I'm talking
you
people's
just left power 11 months ago, so your evidence
honestly,
become sacrosanct. To come into national television this morning, and your view, your opinion, your evidence should be what everybody should accept. Know what the facts are on the ground.
One of the things.
Tell me what you did in the 8 years that you were in power to solve unemployment in Ghana.
No problem.
Tell us.
But why should I tell you? Why should I tell you?
For the 8 years, what you did, you say you brought NAPCO.
No problem.
You told them about you recruited 100,000 people. Where are they today?
No problem.
Please don't go on that tangent.
Who got the just
when we talk about unemployment, you have no record.
Important.
You have no record.
Why is it important? Why is it important to talk about yesterday when we are in today? You said you can fix the problem that
you were doing a comparative analysis.
I am not doing a comparative analysis.
No,
I was telling you
it is worse
today. Please. I was telling you the reality of today, giving you evidence of what is happening just today.
Whose reality?
Maybe not your reality. Maybe not your reality. But the reality of the majority of Ghanaians out there. No. The people who are evidence. The young men who are standing in that traffic this morning,
they just
with shovels, with shovels, trying to beg for money instead of the ability to go and get employment.
You are almost
their relatives are what I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about it today because you won't talk about it. You came here and spew all these things about they are going to Afghanistan to go and do houseboy and house girl. But that's what you said. The best your government can do is to create a situation where the human resource of our country will be shipped to go and do houseboy and house girl in some countries. But the truth is that Moro, you and then with Moro supporting you. Moro, just hold on.
Moro supporting me.
No, so you are creating. No problem.
If that's your problem.
That's okay, you can take that position. But the point is that to argue against people's pay and people's reality as a government will never help you. That's a free advice I can give you. To argue against people's pay. Because beyond that example I was going to give you, are more examples.
Have you finished?
You understand?
Have you finished?
You don't need to ask me that. When I'm finished, I will tell Moro. The truth of the matter is that things are getting worse in the country.
Bring Richard Cook.
Things are getting worse. And so it's painful. It's painful when that is being told and then a certain position is taken. It's painful because you are in government and so therefore you don't have the opportunity to engage with people more.
Can you imagine?
You don't have.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, you don't, because I do. For my work I do.
So when you were in power for the past 8 years,
and you in your constituency, when you are talking, when you are talking about common fund being distributed to bridge the poverty gap in your constituency and therefore generating internal revenue for IGF and the rest of it, is not sufficient compared to other big metropolitan and municipal areas. What are you talking about? Is it not in relation to economic activity? But it's in relation to economic activity. And so therefore, where you come from, there are a bunch of... Your constituent, hold on.
We're having a conversation.
No, hold on. Let me finish, you can come in. Your constituents this morning, a group of young people in your constituency this morning need employment. So when we are talking about employment matters and you sit here and act as if that the suggestion that people should be shipped abroad to go and do houseboy, house girl is the panacea to solving the unemployment problem. For me, it's sad.
You go to church.
You, in your constituency, if employment will be created, it has to do with investment in agriculture. But look at your budget. Look at your budget from 2025. The allocation to agri was about 2.9 billion. Okay, if you look at Agri Digest report, Richard, about 1.5 billion of that went. Sorry,
but I'll come back. I'll come back to you so you can learn on this.
This is part of the plot. You would allow me to learn.
It's very important.
You would allow me to learn because I'm trying to make a point that you should allow. Anyway, just do your commercial. Just go ahead.
You're so much a good one.